Greetings, people of the internet. I'm Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. Welcome to the underground laboratory where we create robots, aliens, zombies, and other imminent threats to humanity. We also create comics. One comic in particular, this one, Young and the Dead. This is my personal comic book project. And why am I talking about my personal comic book project? Because this is 100 days of making comics, and it's where you spend at least 30 minutes a day, every day, on your own personal comic book project. Whatever your project is, that's what you're working on. I'm working on this one, Young and the Dead, and it's a kids versus zombie story. It's like kids fighting in a zombie apocalypse, and it's a lot of fun. So if you're into things like Stranger Things or Goonies, Monster Squad, E.T., Explorers, all those great shows from the 80s. This one takes place in the 80s as well, so a little bit of a nostalgia to it, but it's a lot of fun, and that's what I'm working on. I'm working on issue 4 as we speak. So where are we in this challenge? We are at I believe we're at day 32. So we get our big fat Sharpie. Oops, I almost messed that up, day 32. It's a little rough, but day 32. And the reason why we have those 3 digits is because we're working our way up to 100 days. So we're gonna fill in all of those. So anyway, so that's where we are with the challenge right now, day 30. What did I just say? I just wrote it down, day 32. See, that's why we write it down, because I forgot. Right in that very second, I forgot. So if you watched yesterday, and if you haven't seen yesterday's episode, at the end there'll be a little thing that'll take you to the previous video. But we talked about the Meet the Artist hashtag and everything. So I completed that thing. That's what this is. Now I'm not gonna give you a close-up on it yet, because I want you to wait till the video comes out and have that kind of be a little bit of a surprise. I don't know when that video is gonna come out, because there's a lot of other stuff that I'm working on. So it's just a matter of when I get to edit that and do the voiceover and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so part of that challenge is you talk about what's in your bag, your art bag, or if you have a purse or whatever like that. I have a little messenger bag. It's actually pretty big. It's pretty full messenger bag, but I thought I would just show you what's in it. So anyway, so this is my bag. As you can see, it's got the little Serkworks logo on it. Now I also sell similar messenger bags to this on my website, again, serkworks.com. I don't sell the Serkworks one because I don't know if there's a big demand for that yet. If you guys think that's something you might like, let me know. But I've got some other ones in some different styles. So this is, I'll show you this here. This is my Rocket Surgery Institute bag. This is a little smaller one. This is what's called a mat bag or an iPad bag. So I've got those available. And then the other design that I have, this is sort of similar to the one that I use, but this one says Nerd Alert. I've got my little Nerd Alert logo on it, and a little place for pens and everything like that. So these are great art bags. You can find them at serkworks.com. But let's just delve into my bag so I can kind of show you. And again, I talk about this a little more in the Meet the Artist. Is it a challenge? I guess it's a challenge. Hashtag, whatever you want to call it. But this is some of the stuff that's in my bag. Now, I've got in here comics. I always got comics that I'm reading, so I carry around comics if I'm somewhere and I have time to read. So what comic books do I have? The one thing I'm really into right now, as you can see, because I've got a bunch of issues of it, is this Future Quest, which is Johnny Quest. It's basically all the old adventure Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and they all kind of come together in a shared universe. It's put out by DC and Hanna-Barbera, and it's pretty fun. So that's one thing. The other one is I'm working my way through Why the Last Man. This is the 2nd volume, and really awesome story. I dig this writer. I mean, lately there's not a lot of modern comics that I follow or whatever, but Brian K. Vaughan, I love this writer. He does another one called Paper Girls, which is somewhat similar to what I'm doing with Young and the Dead. It's about a group of girls in the 80s, and I haven't got that far into it, but there's definitely alien invasion involved, and they've got a paper route and everything, and it's a lot of fun too. But anyway, this is that's a great story, Why the Last Man. Of course, I've got my little circle templates in here. What else? I've got some sketch pads, some moleskins. Let's see. Got the iPad in here. I use that for reference a lot, or just watch YouTube when I'm out on the go. And I carry this around with me too. This is a little bendable arm that will support my camera. So if I'm if I'm at a drink and draw, or if I'm out just drawing in public or whatever, or wherever I am, if I go to, the office or something like this, just prop this up, put my camera on it, and then I can film what I'm doing. And so that's that. And let's see, and then I've got my little pencil pouch, pencil case, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not going to go through all this stuff because there are tons and tons of just pens and pencils and stuff like that in there. And then also right here, let's see, right here, I've got even more pens and pencils. I've just got tons of them. So that's typically what's in my bag. It can vary from day to day depending on what I'm doing. But anyway, so I thought I'd show you what's in my bag. What's in your bag? Leave a comment, or let me know in the comment section what's in your bag. What do you carry around with you? What are your favorite art supplies? I'd like to know. Just let me know. And yeah, so we got to get back to work on Young and the Dead. So we're going to go to the paralleloscope, which is a little off screen, but it's right up here. And that's what allows us to go to a parallel universe where the creation of this comic is already in progress. So let's check it out. Back to the process of doing my thumbnailing, and I've only got 2 pages to go. So yes, we're going to wrap up the thumbnailing. And so this, of course, is sort of the end of the issue, so I don't want to get too much into what's going on. Even though I think visually, if you look at it, you really, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Obviously, we got like a truck. I will tell you that the kids find a truck and they're trying to make an escape from someplace. And then the last scene is a little ambiguous, so I probably won't get too much into that. But yeah, I'm so happy that this stage is over and I can start looking towards penciling, and of course still planning to do the roughs in Manga Studio. I've been playing around with the perspective tool, which is really good for obviously a lot of these scenes. There's a lot of scenes that take place indoors in this particular episode. So there's a lot of buildings, a lot of angles and things like that. So I think it's really going to be helpful. So I'm looking forward to that. And I think I am going to scan these, all these in, and then I've got to separate them. So because there's 3 to a page or 4 to a page, so I've got to scan them in, then I've got to crop them out, and then I think I'm going to use that just as a guide. So I'm going to drop those in each of my Manga Studio pages. So yeah, looking forward to that, and looking forward to tonight. I'm actually going out to First Friday, which I don't know if you have First Fridays in your city, but it's pretty cool. The first Friday of every month there's kind of a big street fair, so should be fun. Here we are at First Fridays, and I really need to do this more often because it's always a good time. Here you can see there's a band here, but there's all kinds of cool stuff. There's street performers, there's artists out here doing stuff, there's galleries, just all kinds of cool stuff to check out. So you got some jugglers doing their thing, and furries. I mean, what else do you want? And this guy here is doing some really cool like glass blowing. It's kind of cool to check out his, what he's doing here. And of course, you got another live band. There's all kinds of live bands all over the place. So. And just, like I said, street musicians, just people with acoustic guitars playing, and some cool artwork. So you guys any of you artists that are having trouble getting motivated, or art, I can't do it, it's too hard, I don't know where to start or whatever. This guy has no arms, and look what he's doing. He's out there making art, he's out there selling art, he's out there doing his thing, and some really nice stuff. So stop making excuses. Okay. This is kind of cool. Plastic Man. So these Mego guys, I had a lot of those. Also, I had those Sesame Street guys. So I wanted to. I was thinking about getting that, but I wouldn't know where to put it. And this is just one of the many stores that you can go and check stuff out at.
Where I got my haircut, remember the garage in the back was a gallery.
Here's just these guys. They just rented a U-Haul and turned it into a stage, and they're out there rapping and everything. Some more street art. Just everywhere you go. And this is kind of cool what they do here. They take these storage containers and they turn them into these little mini art galleries. I didn't film anything in there because I didn't know if the artist wanted me to, but it's just kind of cool, that kind of a neat idea. And this is Film Bar. I kind of like the sign. I thought that was funny. Okay, awesome. That is another day down. Man, we just keep moving along with these things. So day 32 is over. Oop, bump the camera there. So we crumble it up. We toss that in the trash. And we look forward to another day. I'll see you tomorrow for day 33. Hey everyone, you've seen the process. Now you can check out the story. Issues 1 through 3 of Young and the Dead are available at my website at serkworks.com. Also follow me on social media at the links listed below. Subscribe and check out some of the other videos in the series. There's much more to come.